Hey everybody, welcome back to another
Hi.
Stone Face Reactions. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we're here to watch some Symphogear. Last time on Symphogear, everyone just got a superpower, huh?
Oh, why don't you read it, Griff, and make sure you read the right episode?
Let's go ahead and read the right episode.
Don't fuck it
Uh,
up.
Last episode was From the Bottom of the Darker Depths, and I'm gonna mess this up.
So you realize it's from the bottom of the dark depths and not a
Not
superb
from the bottom
song
of
of
the abyss.
Valkyries. No, not the previous episode that showed up in the ending thing, as I
That
said.
has never been an episode title.
How is it not? What? Has to be.
There's Awakening Heartbeat, Noise and Disharmony, Passing the Night, Falling Tears, and From the Bottom of Darker Depths. And
Wait.
our next one that we're watching here, which is Where Omens Lead. That is the
Oh,
subtitle of the series.
okay. Yeah, no,
I
no,
win.
I've named the last one Falling Tears, so yeah. Oh no, it's because the superb song was the thing that was said a lot in Falling Tears. So
Mhm.
when we reach the end of the episode, and it says "superb song of the Valkyries" or whatever, it led to
I know,
believe,
it seems like it should be.
oh, because they name drop it in the episode, so you would think, oh, that's the episode. All right, whatever. Go ahead.
So, speaking of name drop, last time, as Chris, the wielder of the Nessutan armor, is punished for the failure of her mission by her mysterious mistress, Tsubasa regains consciousness after speaking with Kanade in her dreams about how she should live. Meanwhile, the Minister of Defense is assassinated by terrorists, targeting a case that Ryoko manages to recover. Ryoko explains that the case contains a chip pertaining to Durandel's sword hidden beneath the base. Hibiki accompanies Ryoko on a mission to escort Durandel to a safe location, but they are soon confronted by Chris and a group of noise which Hibiki fights off. The Durandal responds to Hibiki's voice and activates, and despite Chris's attempts to grab it, Hibiki grabs it instead, giving her a brief moment of incredible power which drives off Chris. Okay, that does clarify. Ryoko recovered it. I thought she just had an entirely separate case to begin with, for some
Well,
reason.
I mean, on one hand, recover is such a neutral word. You can read into it in any way you want.
She either fought off the terrorist, which phenomenal superpowers, or she's working with or hired them. In which case, why did you bother?
Well, I mean, more so like, what if they killed the defense minister, right?
Mhm.
Brought the thing back to the villainous's lair. Ryoko is there at the villainous's lair because they're tied, or the same person.
Mhm.
Decides to drive the thing back to the base where she's going anyway, which is why she has recovered it and it's in her possession.
Right. It would get, I guess, be, yeah, exactly like that. You bring the information back, and now that you have the information, you go and do the thing, and now while you're on the thing, no one suspects you because you're not, like, giving active signals to anyone. Chris is just gonna show up where she needs to be.
You know what I appreciate is in my head now the only way that we're going to verify that her and the villainess are two different people
Hmm.
is to see them both naked.
Naked, in the same room together, maybe
No,
eating
no,
some
no,
grapes. They had
no.
some on the table.
Just we see them both naked. We've seen the villainess naked. Now we have to see her naked. That's the only way to be able to solve this.
Taking the vibe from the show and it's what's the word again? Fan service? Probably gonna happen.
Well, the villainess is uh, so my brain just uh, there's a classier word for being always down for it. I was trying to. I just couldn't think. I know what the word is.
Well,
It's
you're always down for it.
it's like 50% there. The word. Anyway, she is that way, as we've
Mhm.
seen, and the research assistant has been that way with Hibiki before. You know,
Mhm.
that real creepy secret like whispers in her ear. And
Oh
she
my god, that's why she's trying to kidnap her. Oh god, no.
and she seemed like in a real elevated state when she saw her grab the sword.
Mhm.
And we've also seen that she looks completely different when her hair is down and her glasses are off.
Right, they gotta be different. But that also raises more questions.
What
I don't
if
think I'm getting any answers.
what if they're doubling down on this, right?
Mhm.
Like this show is always taking right turns, so they wouldn't expect us, or they would expect us to think that they're the same person. So they're playing the false card, but they'd also expect us to expect that. So the unexpected thing to do would be to actually make them the same person.
Are you telling me that the authors here are trolling us intentionally? Because if so, I agree. I entirely agree. They're gonna do every single thing to throw us off, and I appreciate it.
I would also point out the villainess knows English.
Mhm,
The code that the research assistant types into the monitor is also in English.
mhm. Ah, right. I see where you're going. Well, until we get the evidence, we won't know for sure, but we
What
can sure
are
suspect everything out of this show.
what are you talking about? We've just been discussing the evidence all along. How about the fact that the villainess's lair is on a cliffside edge, and the first time we see the research assistant, she's driving 90 miles an hour down the cliffside edge.
She was actually participating in a different anime. She was in Initial D for a little bit, and so she's just kind of coming off that job. You know,
She
she's got
want,
2 jobs. She's a busy girl.
she wants that initial D.
Don't you go there. All right. So, aside from looking very carefully at our research assistant, let's go ahead and watch. Oh, it's even more covered up by that stuff than last time.
It's exactly the same, I think.
私がソロモンの杖に半年もかかずらったことをあいつはあっという間に成し遂げたそればかりか無理やり
Okay, so there's like a lot of completed things.
化け物め
Yeah, you apparently don't have to sing, but you do need phonic gain.
Which is weird because I would attribute that to singing most of the time. I mean, not most of the time. In the realm of the show, where music...
They're diegetically singing most of the time, yeah.
Yeah. Look, Griff, we know you know what the word diegetic means. You don't
I
have to
love
keep
the
doing it.
word. I want to use it more. It's my vocabulary word for the day.
Except that you've said it in every episode.
And I'll say it again.
People are being repulsed by your trying to use large vocabulary, Griff.
Ah, so they are being diegetically pushed away from me in this universe. It's happening for real here. Oh, that was some good combat frames.
We've seen it 5 times before, Griff.
I know, but like it's always nice to like see the spin kick.
4 times before. I don't think the first episode had an opening.
Yeah, I don't remember one actually. Now I'm just like looking for spoilers. Like, is this Mob Psycho? Can I see into the future?
I mean, I think we're just seeing a generic battle.
Yeah, because I don't remember that creature appearing, and I don't think it's going to ever appear.
Episode 2, I think it appeared.
Oh, okay.
When they were standing on top of the oil plant or whatever it was.
Alright, that clarifies it. Fine is our final antagonist.
Look at those iron-blooded orphans.
Every series.
We do watch a lot of shows that have orphans in them, arguably containing blood composed of mainly iron.
Just wait until the horseshoe crabs take over. Cyanide blood.
I know I just saw her face and her whole body. Still, I'm not 80% that it's not the woman we think.
Yeah, her hair color is even different.
That doesn't matter, Griff. Hair dye exists.
私の目的だからな。
Well, it's good she's amped up.
I can't wait for the one mystery series we watch where you get thrown by hair color.
What do you mean they used hair dye? And took a shower? What do you mean they were just dirty?
Man, she's been fucked up for 2 episodes. The superb song is really a bitch.
I guess a thing that you're supposed to die doing and then not dying can really take it out of you.
翼さん、ICU を出たばかりなんです。これ以上は。すみません。
To be fair, once you get out of the ICU, they really do want you to ambulate quite often.
The ICU is right across from the school?
Well, you remember, this is the whole headquarters. Is under the school and around it.
Oh, right. I guess the super school does probably just have its own ICU ward then.
Technically, this is the second site, if she's still at it, like they said before.
Well, at least they're spending time together.
And now they're not.
And the time's over.
Imagine if you're doing that at, like, the Olympics or something. Oh, Usain Bolt just won! And he's doing another lap, I guess.
He's still going. He can't stop, folks. Ah, bathing with your roommate.
You're growing green spots on your arms.
やっぱさすがだよ、元陸上部。こっちはヘトヘトのヘロヘロでトロトロだったのに。なんかリディアに入学してから変わったね。前は何かに頑張って
Just roommates.
She was like very lazy early on.
あれ？少し筋肉がついてるんじゃない？あ、よく見たら傷だらけじゃないの。
Just platonic roommates.
今度フラワーでお好み焼きおごってよ。日曜に付き合ったお返しということで。
How old are they supposed to be again?
They're past junior high. I think this is supposed to be a high school, and I think they're in their first year.
I keep thinking that they're supposed to be middle schoolers.
本当にそんなのでいいの？うん、そんなのがいいな。もう亡くなられた広木防衛大臣の繰り上げ法要でしたわね。
What, at the largest, most popular church ever?
それも俺たちをかばってくれてのことだ。心強い後ろ盾を失ってしまったな。こちらの進行はどうなっている？
予定よりプラス 17%。
デュランダル移送計画が頓挫して正直安心しましたよ。
そのついでに防衛システム本部の強度アップまで行うことになるとは。
ここは設計段階から限定解除でグレードアップしやすいように織り込んでいたの。それにこの案はずいぶん昔から政府に提出してあったのよ。
でも確か当たりの厳しい議員連に反対されていたと。
その反対派筆頭が広木防衛大臣だった。
So I'm guessing that they had assassinated not so that the thing could get stolen, but so they could put somebody that would be less effective in the role in the place, so that this place is going to be left hanging by a thread when they.
But it was also their opposition.
Yeah, but it was
But also their pillar of support? I'm confused now.
広木防衛大臣の
Well, sometimes your best ally is the person who challenges you the
今
most.
回の本部改造計画を後押ししてくれた
Said
立役
nobody
者
ever.
もあるんだが、
どうかしましたか？
協調路線を強く唱える親米派の防衛
What did I
大
say?
臣の誕生。つまりは日本の国防政策に対し米国政府の意向が通りやすくなったわけだ。
まさか
So you're saying that the old defense minister was killed by Americans, and then a pro-American minister took his place.
発生みたい。ちょっと見てきます。
Yeah, I'm sure nothing happened there.
How badly do you have to fuck up a door opening that.
はい。
That you need 3 fire
私
extinguishers.
がですか？
ちょっと手が離せないんですよ。すみませんが、お願いできますか？こんなこと頼めるの、響さんしかいな
Oh,
くて。
this is another universe that exists with Whack Donalds.
わかりました。
It was a W on the bag. It was obviously fast food.
レミ君、どうしたの？うん。今日これから買い物に行くんだけど、響も行かない？うん。その後でフラワーに寄ってね。ごめん。たった今用事が入っちゃって。そっか。せっかくミグが誘ってくれたのに。
Isn't it enough that I see you every night in bed?
わかった。じゃあまた今度。気にしないで。私も図書室で借りたい本が
I
あ
want to say right now, the more confusing bit about this
ごめん
is
ね。
Yeah.
that we're two less than middle-aged men trying to understand the relationships of 2 high school girls.
Written by 2 other middle-aged men.
Possibly.
Probably.
Not even probably. Possibly is as hard as I'm going to go.
失礼します。翼さん。まさかそんな。
She's behind you. Duh.
大丈夫ですか？
The show really is just trying to troll us.
Oh no, you could see her things in there. She didn't walk in the room, so obviously.
Oh, never mind. This is what she was worried about.
私、翼さんが誘拐されちゃったんじゃないかと思って。
You live in a dump.
どこかの国が陰謀を巡らせているか
And
も
I
しれな
thought
い。
Hibiki was lazy.
Well, I mean, they've never really cleared up the air between them, so
hmm
it's also awkward in that sense.
もうそんなのいいから。
私、小川さんからお見舞いを頼まれたんです。だからお片付けさせてくださいね。
私はこういうところに気が回らなくて。
意外です。翼さんって何でも
I think
完
it's
璧
more
にこなすイ
surprising
メー
that
ジ
the
がありま
nurses
し
in
た
your
から。
care unit wouldn't have tried to
真
send.
実は逆ね。
Actually, no, the janitorial staff
私は戦う
that
こと
comes
し
in
かしない
every day would have just let that go.
おしまいです。
Imagine she probably fought them too.
すまないわね。いつもは小川さんがやってくれてるんだけど。
Oh, I guess Mr. Ogawa is supposed to be doing it.
確かに考えてみればいろいろと問題
Well,
あ
I
り
mean,
そうだけど。
she was blushing as her underwear was hanging all over the place.
散らかしっぱなし
And now she's suggesting that a guy has to come in and clean a room.
つい今はこんな状態だけど報告書は読ませてもらっているわ。私が抜けた穴をあなたがよく
Has her
見ている
tone,
という
like,
ことも
completely changed?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, is that she's had private time to consider how she thinks about her, Hibiki. But they haven't actually had taken any time to talk
To do
about
the
it.
talk. Be honest with yourself, the book.
Really low key. I can see the hospital people from the library. I don't think I would like that if I was in the hospital.
嬉しいです。
There's this guy over at the
そんなこと言
library.
ってもらえるなん
He
て。
keeps peering into the room every time I stand
だから
up
こそ聞かせてほし
to
い
go to the bathroom.
あなたの戦
And I'm
い
wearing one of those gowns that opens in the back. It's very
ノ
uncomfortable.
イズとの戦いは遊びではない。それは
But you can't see the reverse shots.
And I don't see a single curtain on the windows
わ
either.
かりません。私、人助けが趣味みたいなものだから、それで。
Yeah, mood.
それでそれだけで
だって勉強とかスポーツは誰かと競い合って結果を出すしかないけど、人助けって誰かと競わなくていいじゃないですか。
I mean, technically, firefighters do a whole sort of competitions.
Usually they're not fighting each other to fight the fire, though.
No, I mean, specifically, they have competitions where they compete with one another, not involved in the rescue stuff. You know,
There's not exactly a fold and close Olympics, though.
I'm sure there are. I'm sure you probably could find one.
Catch us next time on Stone Face Reaction for the Fold and Close Olympics.
あの日、たくさんの人がそこで亡くなりました。 でも私は生き残って今日も笑ってご飯を食べたりしています。だからせめて誰かの役に
And
立ちたいん
apparently
です。
some racers
明
also
日もまた
have
笑
a
ったり
pre-race
ご
regimen
飯食べた
involving
り
folding
したいから
clothes.
人助けをしたいんです。
Yeah, there we go. She's channeled like any of her guilt about the whole thing into just some good optimism.
その思いは前向きな自殺衝動なのかもしれない。
自殺衝動？
誰かのために自分を犠牲にすることで古傷の痛みから救われたいという。
And she's also right.
Survivor's guilt?
私変なこと
Yeah.
言っちゃいましたか？
Where you value your life less because you're trying to constantly make it, help everyone else.
Well, what you're describing is what's it called? Hero syndrome.
私が決めることじゃない
Where a
わ。
lot
Yeah,
of
so in that case, they
that
probably
thing
just.
that a lot of American firefighters suffer from.
考えても考えてもわからないことだらけなんです。デランダルに触れて暗闇に飲み込まれかけました。
Seems like light to me.
人に向かってあの力を。
Emotionally
私があの
darkness.
ギアをうまく使えていたら
She said
こんな
darkness.
ことにもならずに。
力の使い方を知るということは、すなわち戦士になるということ。
戦士。
それだけ。人としての生き方か
You
ら
know what she
遠ざかる
reminds
こ
me
と
of
な
now?
あなたにその覚悟はあるのかしら。
守りたいものがあるんで
Can't
す。
remember the name of the anime.
それは何でもない。
I think it's still nice and dramatic, though.
そんな日常を大切にしたいと強く思っているんです。
I'll try to remember it in the credits.
思うばっかりで空回りして。
戦いの中。
No, Railgun.
あ
Railgun
な
was the
た
name of
が
the
思っ
anime.
ていることは。
Certain scientific
ノイズに襲わ
railgun.
れている人がいるなら
Oh yeah, I heard that was a really good
早
one.
く救い出したいです。
Well, there's a character in there who can, like,
最短でまっすぐに一直線に駆けつけたい。
God, that was
そして
right in
もしも相手が
right in the eyes.
ノイズではなく誰かなら
There we go. Miki's got some like good heroic resolve there.
胸の疑問を私の思いを
The strongest character in
考え
Railgun
ています。
gets into an accident where he has to walk with a cane thing.
でき
Like
る
she
だ
has
け
for the rest of his
はっ
life.
きりと思い描きなさい。
Also has
そ
to
れは
have
あなたの戦い
hearing
の力。
aids for the rest of his life
立花
too.
響のアームドギアに他ならないわ。
Odin back there. in
Your
the
desire to
background.
help others is your weapon is a good sentiment, but also doesn't necessarily get her her weapon.
おや、いつも人の3倍は食べるあの子は一緒じゃ
While
ない
even the rest of the universe only goes, they're just friends.
そうかい。じゃあ、
It's
今日はおばちゃん
I feel
が
like this is the
あの子の分
build up
まで食べるとし
for
ようかね。
the bad guys to tempt this girl into joining their side.
You know what? Yeah, you're right. This would be like a good setup for that.
Do you like beer? Try our beer.
お腹すいたまま考え込むとね。
Written in English, so you'll never understand it here.
And thus she never ate and got the worst idea ever.
何もわからないまま私が勝手に思い込んでるだけだもの。ちゃんと話せばきっと。
Oh man,
ありがとう。
if it wasn't for the fact that we see her 2 years in the future, 5 years in the future, sitting over Rabiki's grave, I would say that she was going to die.
Yeah, right?
そう言われてもアームドギアの扱いなんてすぐには考えつきませんよ。知ってますか、翼さん。お腹空いたまま考えてもろくな答えが出せないってこと。
何よそれ。
前に私言われたんです。お好み焼き屋のおばちゃんに。けだし名言ですよ。
あ、そう。
そうだ、翼さん。私フラワーのお好み焼きをお持ち帰りしてきます。
They were definitely not making pancakes there.
きらめくと思いますし、翼さんも気に入ってくれると思います。
ちょっと待ちなさい。
Translation issue, maybe?
Maybe.
ネフシュタンの鎧をまとった少女がこちらに接近してきます。
周辺地区に避難警報の発令。
Is that the same girl?
軍への連絡だ。
Yes, it's still Chris.
No, no, not from last episode, from 3 episodes ago.
はい、わかりました。
I remember the girl that she had to sing. Sorry, she had to sing the Superb song for. Was wearing like gold armor, right?
It may have just been because it was at night.
Yeah, because white and blue turns into orange at nighttime. You got me there, Griff.
Also, We are definitely getting our misunderstanding into dangerous situation moment, so this is good.
You know, I've never really seen the Magic Girl transformation taken so blatantly before. Like, even Sailor Moon glows, so you don't see her naked body.
Right. This show doesn't care, though. And honestly, if my partner decided to show off a superpower and then immediately save me from getting crushed by a car, I would be hype as hell.
You dumb little bitch.
I would no longer have any questions. I would immediately just go, yeah, kick some ass. Record every second of this. It's gonna be our new hit single.
Do you think that they make up their own songs for the fights? Or do you think they're singing, like, pre-memorized songs?
I think they've explained before that, when they do this, the song just kind of comes to them and it just comes out. They are literally making it up as they go.
Trying to become instant friends.
No, really, what are you talking about?
Wow. Like, lessons we learn in this show are things Celestial Being and Gundam 00 could have learned.
Yo, good villain insanity. Love it.
Well, remember, she was getting tortured, like,
He's
to
been-
show that she understood what the villains were saying about absolute faith. So,
Right, yeah.
she got tortured.
She's a little bit too deep for just talking.
Yeah, she got tortured, smiled about it, asked for more. Sorry, where's your camera at right now?
Damn, that drum machine going hard in the background.
I guess specifically also, the songs would be less impactful if you were there, because you're just hearing her sing. The music doesn't exist.
You know what? I bet the music is also diegetic. It just happens.
We know you understand the word, Griffin.
No, I bet people are hearing the music too, as well as the singing.
And how hard is it to think direct words while singing a song that you're also making up on the spot?
That itself is a superpower right there. And you just broke an ancient and powerful artifact. I guess to be fair from that perspective, if you just see random smoke after knowing your partner went out to go fight, yeah, no, that could be anything.
I was bringing up the song, making up the song on the spot versus singing pre-recorded stuff, specifically because she's like unveiling herself in front of her friend for the first time.
Mhm.
And it's like, if you're singing something, that seems like the perfect way to get your thoughts about the situation out to the person while also, you know, continuing your superpower.
Now, I didn't get a chance to really dig deep into the lyrics there, but I'm almost certain that that's what the song was about.
The songs are sometimes so vague as to be about anything. I was reading them,
Yeah,
and they're
fair.
like smiling at you with a false smile and things like that. So it's just like the songs don't tend to be about the fight or anything. They're just songs.
At least Hibiki's character growth here is literally the thing she should be learning, which is to be open and direct. And then she applies it to punching people, which is great.
I mean, it stands, though, that the song lyrics don't match the thoughts that we're seeing on the bottom of the screen that she's thinking. So,
Yeah, there's definitely some disconnect there. It's not a perfect one-to-one.
because otherwise they would just make the song lyrics her thoughts. But they're not. She's thinking independent thoughts of the song, which means that the song has a separate meaning to her thoughts.
I do also have to wonder about like the production of such things. Like, do they go and ask like someone, like their band or the composer, like, "Hey, make us a song that's like generally in this theme, and then we'll sync up our animation to it," or do you think there's like a grander planning to that?
I mean, it depends on what came first. If
Yeah,
we already know they had a small budget, so it's entirely possible they got the rights to some music and then built the show around that
that would be crazy.
versus designing a show and then hiring out music.
Yeah, because that's definitely just going to be a substantial part of the budget at all. But good music pays off. So I think while we're on the music, I do like the music. Like it's great to listen to. It's got a good beat. It goes hard. But it's definitely missing like a little something. I need like a tune for Symphogear, right? I need specifically their theme. Like when I think like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, it has like amazing music, but it specifically has like a good melody that like it uses as a through line for like a lot of their action or beats. And so you can tell this is what this moment of the story is because we associate this melody with this thing going on. Like that's leitmotif right there. There's not a lot of that going on in this series in season 1 right now.
It all has
There's
a
no like
very
extra design. There's no extra melody to it.
it all has a very general vibe. It's not different music every time they sing. And God, I wish that was the case. By the way, again, in the comments below, let me know if in the future different people come in and sing different genres of music. Like someone like dark black and red comes in and starts singing like death metal.
Yeah, give us the screamo metal, man.
I mean, given that they hold real life concerts.
Oh gosh, no, we'd be doing it at Gretzko then. Oh, that'd be great.
Given that they do real life concerts and everything, I'm assuming that the music is all generally the same, and everybody has to do the same type of songs. So that's to your point, that all the music is generally the same and identifiable. So I don't really agree with your point there. But I would love it if like there's someone that comes in just smooth jazz to power their shit, chills everyone out, and then we get like the AoE attack from the heavy metal singer. That would be.
That's just got to be a series on its own at this point. Let's get started on it.
I mean, that would be amazing.
Who has any music experience?
That'd be amazing to me. So yeah, get in the comments below if that happens. Let me know. Not a spoiler, just a thing that I can know. But my assumption right now is no, it doesn't happen.
Yeah. But about the rest of the episode, do you have any thoughts or feelings about it? Anything that really stuck out to you?
Well, I guess 10% uncertainty, 90% sure the villainess is now not the research assistant.
Yeah, it feels unlikely to me still.
It feels unlikely, not willing to write it off, and I do acknowledge that hair dye exists.
The series could be anything. It could surprise us at any time.
Yeah, she could be from 5 years in the future.
I have to say, while I know like the core of the story was like the distant relationship and like I see her interacting with another girl. That part like it felt a little bit generic, I guess. Like I was expecting, the usual kind of run around misunderstanding kind of thing. But at least they didn't go there. It was just, alright, they see something happening, and they're merely worried and anxious, and they're told to just stop thinking about it, get some food, and go back at it later.
As much as I mocked the girl in the library looking in the window of a hospital room, when I was down at MUSC, I had literally same situation, except I was looking at like business offices. So,
Yeah, stare at the business workers.
well, I mean, I don't remember ever seeing anybody in the rooms. It's just the idea that I'm staring into rooms where people could be staring back at me.
Right, it's a rear window kind of moment.
What, where I'm watching somebody kill their wife?
Well, where you're watching a business battle go down. Bud, so let's see. So I've said my piece. You got everything off your chest?
Yep, I found the One Piece.
Alright, wonderful. So next time, Theta has the One Piece and goes back home triumphant. This has been Stone-Faced Reaction, everyone. I'm Griff, that's Theta, and we'll catch you next time. See you, everyone. Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stone-Faced Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below, and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?